There are turbocharged 911s, and then there is the 911 Turbo. With Porsche's decision to proliferate twin turbocharging throughout the 911 range with the notable and glorious exception of the GT3 and GT3 Rs, the question becomes, how does the 911 Turbo differentiate itself? For one thing, it's a lot more expensive than your entry-level Turbo D911. Also wider. Also more aggressive looking. And, last and most importantly, the 911 Turbo earns its name by being faster than the ordinary 911, brutally, savagely, mind-warpingly fast. This is the new one, updated for 2017 with a dash more power, a tweak or two to its clever all-wheel drive, and slightly sharpened styling. You can also get it with a few more options, such as a lifting nose to get it past the odd steep angled parking ramp, and a radar-based blind spot detection system for navigating traffic. If, from the outside, you can't tell that this is a new 911 Turbo, don't feel badly. Porsche's designs are habitually evolutionary, meaning that changes occur with glacial speed. You can walk round your new 911 Turbo, pointing out each minute change until your hot date leaves the area with a 0 to 100 km/h time rivaling the car, or you can just accept that the 911 Turbo has looked pretty much the same since about 1995 and leave it at that. Any mention of the current model requires bringing up past legends, and having a look at how they stack up. The original 930 series 911 Turbo, that whale-tailed beast of yore, developed a reputation for savagely turbocharged behavior, laggy and only controllable in the most skilled hands. It was a car only for the bold. The current Turbo is the kind of car that could be driven quickly by almost anyone. The turbo lag has been tamed by variable turbines and direct fuel injection. The tail-happy demeanor is soothed by increased width, modern tire technology, and a ruthlessly capable all-wheel drive system. Where once driving a 911 Turbo was like summiting the Matterhorn, the current car is like getting in a gondola and riding to the top. Such a thing, you'd think, would be somewhat boring. It is, after all, much more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. On the streets around Kyalami Circuit in South Africa, where there's a speed trap every 3 kilometers and a traffic jam every 2, even a non-capital T turbocharged Porsche makes for a ho-hum companion. The only pulse-raising occurring happens when the private minibuses that throng South Africa's roads dive in front of you and jam on their brakes. This happens at almost every freeway exit, with 4 and 5 battered Toyota Hiaces daring you to risk your paintwork or give way. Traffic is moving so slowly on the freeway that we are at one point passed by a bicycle. And yet, this is exactly the sort of modern-day reality that has people buying a 911 Turbo in the first place. Think of what else you might consider buying for blistering track day performance: a Lamborghini Huracan? An Audi R8? In the middle of South Africa's semi-anarchic approach to road safety, the 911 Turbo is just a 911, it's easy to see out of, it's comfortable, you can seat 2 adults and 2 medium-sized children, it has a useful trunk, it's not too low. There's really no road situation where a 911 Turbo would feel wildly inappropriate. Slap a set of snow tires on it, and you could drive it right through December. Buy the convertible version and swan around California working on your tan. Heck, if you've bought a silver one and don't care about the paintwork, you could drive it around on a gravelly back road.